Okay, so this is more fun with the VM changer, and this is getting into the brains of it, if you will. So this is designed for 7, 10, and 12-inch records, and there are 3 mechanisms that play a part in the mechanical, quote-unquote, sensing of the records, and that is the position of the overarm, this white dot, which is a 10-inch feeler, and this metal flag, which is a 12-inch feeler. So a 12-inch record will hit this flag when it drops. A 10-inch record won't hit the flag, but it'll land on the dot. And then the changer goes by the position of the overarm to determine if there are any records on the stack at all. And so if it drops a 7-inch record, that record's not going to hit the flag or the dot, so 7 inches is essentially the default position where the tone arm will set down. With these methods combined, you can actually stack 10 and 12-inch records together in any order, because the bottom record is going to sense for all the rest of the records that they're at least a 10-inch record, or a 12 if the record hits that flag on its way down. If the overarm is all the way over to the right, that puts the changer in manual mode. So basically you don't get the automatic changer. You can just play the records manually. If it's in any other position, then anytime you either turn the knob to reject or the tone arm reaches the end of the record, it's going to think it dropped another record. So let's see what happens when I do that. So I'm going to start with a 7-inch record. So it drops the record, lands in the correct spot. If I move the overarm up here, and then I reject, it's going to think it drops another record, and it moves right back into position, and it'll repeat that record over and over again. Let's try that with a 10-inch record. Okay, so it drops the record, starts playing. Gonna move the overarm up, reject. It's gonna think that it dropped another record, and it's gonna repeat it. So I'll move the tone arm back down, let it sense that it's done playing records, and it shuts off. So what'll happen with a 12-inch record? Let's find out. So I got a 12-inch record on the stack. Gonna go ahead and drop it and play it. So when it initially drops, the tone arm sets down in the correct spot and it'll start playing. I'm gonna lift the overarm up. Reject. Why did it do that? Well, the reason is because the 12-inch records are detected as they're dropping onto the platter. So since the record's already on the platter, it's not going to hit that flag again, but it's sitting on the 10-inch dot. So essentially it thought that it dropped a 10-inch record, and so it landed in the 10-inch position. But I have managed to figure out when exactly to tap the flag myself to get it to land in the 12-inch spot. So let's see if I can do that now. Got to do it right when the pusher engages, so I'll see if I can show that. Reject. and perfect. And so that is, in a nutshell, the brains of a VM changer. And as far as oddball sizes, it depends on the size of the record. But basically, any size smaller than 10 inches, the changer is going to think is a 7-inch record. If you have an 11-inch record, the changer is going to think that's a 10-inch record because it's going to land on the 10-inch dot, but it's not going to touch the 12-inch flag. On the other hand, if you have a Calero changer, which I have upstairs, it'll handle those oddball sizes just fine. But again, this is the VM changer. And there you go. Cheers.